Hi guys, and welcome to the latest Halloween 2019 video. This time it's the turtle spoon, and you have to travel to Rocky Lake, and the mission information tells you on the screen. I don't think it tells you in there, but it tells you on the screen on a pop-up that I don't know whether I can force that pop-up to come up. I change rods, maybe. No. Anyway, when you start, you get one of these pop-up squares on the screen that tells you to fish around the boulders on this side of the lake. I've just literally cast around this. I've picked up one on one side and one on the other, so I'll have another go on this side. I got an instant snag the first time, seemed to get an instant snag the second time. Yeah, so it's extraordinarily straightforward. Whether the actual fish will be, I have no idea, but anyway, you don't need to keep them, so you don't need to make space in your bag or anything like that, which is quite nice really, because I don't really want to be keeping one of those. Put him back in the water, and that gives us the turtle spoon that we'll use to try and catch the trout. Now again, I haven't really thought about this because I wasn't thinking of getting this far, but really I would imagine, I'm not quite sure how big this trout is, but I would think if we base it on normal trout here, I would think it can't really be any more than about 2 kilos, so I would probably go with one of these two setups, which should do the distance. I was using just for fun, using the same dendro spoon as something to catch the turtles with there. Doesn't matter what you use really, just as long as it's going to sink, and then just literally all in on speed 1 and you should be done. So I'm guessing this trout is going to be less than 2 kilos. So the two places, if you are not familiar with Rocky, for trout are here and over here on this far side. If you're fishing for that side, then I would fish from here, and if you're fishing for the other one, fish from the other side. So we need to equip the new spoon, which should be in here somewhere, hopefully. There it is, the turtle spoon. Now I'm not sure what sort of distance I can get with that. I'm also not sure what time. No, there's nowhere near the distance I need. Now that could be a problem, because I'm sure that's where, either there or there is where the turtle, this funny trout is going to be. Let's just see whether I can make the distance on that one. Usually get quite a good distance on this. Yeah, that's better. So I'm going to aim in there. Let's just check the setup. Yeah, I've never caught a bigger fish than 2.2 kilos here, so unless this, whatever they call this fish, let's track it, Tyranno Trex Trout, let's call it. Unless that's going to be considerably bigger, then we should be alright. So I'm going to actually have a go now and just see whether I can get it in the same video. Now, interestingly, I don't normally spin on this side of the lake, I spin on the other side of the lake, and I float fish on this side of the lake, and typically in the old bucks competition, which I used to do quite well in, but haven't really done very well in any competitions for quite a long time now. They're getting very much more difficult, which is a great shame, but there you go. That's the way things go. So I did get an idea. Let's just read, see whether it tells us any more. Oh my goodness, we've got to catch 10 of them, have we? Oh, okay, these monsters are all over the lake but prefer to hunt their victims at night. Okay, well that tells us what we need to do then. So I think we'll tee it to 2 in the morning. Can't believe you've got to get 10 of these. Okay, that's fine, let's do it. So I'm trying this side. As I say, I don't normally spin fish this side. I normally spin fish the other side where we were getting the turtles along that line. Now you get the Colorado golden trout there, over in that corner, about where my rod's pointing now. You can just see a marker in the distance. So if I don't have any luck for these Trex trout over here, I'll have a go there, but this looks quite promising. Although of course it could just be a normal trout. I think it is a normal trout, yeah. Rather a nice rainbow. I wasn't intending to do this as part of this video. I got the turtle so incredibly quickly. I thought I might as well. Now I've no way of knowing because that was a 0.85 kilo rainbow trout, and I know for a fact that the bigger rainbows and the cutthroats that are here will fight a lot harder than that. So even if I get a harder fighting fish, which this one is, I don't know if it's going to be. No, I don't think. Well, I'm expecting a fairly ugly looking thing again. I think this is just a normal one. So maybe you've just got to keep fishing until you get the T-Rex trouts. Yeah. So there's no real way of knowing. But the indicator did say they're all over, so it's either going to be this side or the other, or right across the middle. Sometimes I fish from the other point and fish across to where I'm aiming at the moment. In other words, I go diagonally across the lake. So we could give that a try. But let's just see whether we can pick one of these trouts out. So yeah, when I'm spinning here, I would normally be spinning along this line. This is where you get the Colorado golden trout. So maybe, I remember in the Halloween contest last year at Narin River, there was a situation where actually what you wanted to do was not fish in the peak hours, because the fish that you were after, the special fish, the Halloween fish, was there, but the other ones weren't. So maybe that's what you need to do here on this one. In other words, fish at night but not in a peak time. So that's something to maybe think about experimenting with. This one is fighting really well, but it could still just be a good rainbow or a good cutthroat or a good Colorado golden. Oh, it looks a bit different. Oh no, I think, yes, okay, so that's it. Oh my goodness. Nice. Okay guys, well that's that, so we keep one of those, and you've got 10 of those to catch, so I would say along this line and in at speed 1, stop and go, the same over there as you saw me do. I would think in hopefully not too much time you should have all 10. Okay, good luck with that one, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be the Emerald Frankenbait. Okay, signing off.